Warm out here today in Rochester, Minnesota. We're at Foster Arends Park, and it might be our final day on the ice. I think the ice is going to melt in the next 3 or 4 days. It's going to reach temperatures of 40 degrees, 50 degrees, and we're getting a rain tomorrow. So I'm going to see if it's approachable if I get out there today. And the shoreline getting onto the ice is going to be the riskiest part. But I'm prepared with my spikes. I got all my safety gear and stuff like that. Now I see people out in the ice out there, but I'm not going to play monkey see, monkey do. I'm going to make sure I measure it before I proceed out there. So, all right, here's what we're dealing with here. We got a special fishing regulation pond here at Foster Arends Park, and it's about the size of 3-4 football fields. Special fishing regulations trout. You can possess 3, but the season is open continuously. Look at that, continuously. We got an open season that's continuous. There's no season in, no season out, okay? Regulations apply to Foster Arends Pond, Olmsted County. This is the only pond in Olmsted County that you fish for trout year-round. And we got anglers for ages 16 through 64, a trout stamp is required to possess trout. Meaning you can catch and release, but if you have a stamp, then you can keep 3. And other signs, but yeah, that's what we're dealing with today. Let's get you hooked up, and there we are. It's going to be a little sloppy out there. Let's get you hooked up, and we'll get you down on the ice to see what we got going. I'm going to keep my waterproof case on today because you're going to be on my chest, and I don't want to, if I fall in, I don't want this phone to get damaged. So here we are, we're walking down the path towards the pond. I got my manual drill today, auger should I say, my nils. Well, I do go in and drop that in, it ain't no big deal. It's like my backup behind my backup drill. But I'm traveling extremely light today for the mere reason that I don't know what the conditions are today because it was warm yesterday, and I know the ice was deteriorating yesterday. So we'll just see, we'll play by ear and caution on the safety side, but I know this is going to be the last day perhaps that I can get on the ice. So we're going to see if I get on the ice. There must be a way. There's 2 people out there right now. But I'm going out early in the morning because by midday, a lot of this is just going to turn into water. And tomorrow it's going to rain all day. It's going to wash out a lot of the inches of the ice that we got out here. Last time I checked, we got about 7-8 inches of ice. In some places, it's like 14. So we'll see when we get out there. Last day for me to try to get some rainbows. Yesterday was a bust. The bite was early in the morning, so I'm down here a little earlier this morning to see if I get the bite. Yeah, usually by the dock it's frozen in thicker ice. It's still accessible. It is still accessible. All right, let's get on down here. Yep. Let's stick around by the dock and it'll all be nice and thick over here. Right there they are. Yeah, I know, I seen you walking down the trail. They're real skittish this year. When you drill a hole, they swim away. Real skittish.
That's true. That's why I'm looking for those. You know, those already drilled holes.
Yeah, I already drilled the holes. There we go. Okay, well, there we go. We opened up a hole. We'll try right down here. But it looks like we got enough ice here. I will measure it, and we will see with my 20-inch scooper here. We will see how thick the ice is. Oh, we got plenty. Okay, right here we got 11 inches of ice. That's what I measured, 11 inches of ice, so we're safe. We got about 11 inches of ice here. 11 inches of ice, yeah. After tomorrow, though, it's going to rain, so... Wow, you guys are doing excellent. Look at this. There you go, these guys already got 4 on the ice. They just got here 5 minutes ago. Man, I've seen you guys before down here, huh?
Yeah, me and Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I haven't been here like since Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah.
They put some big ones in here, as you can tell. Some 13 to 16 inches about 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
That truck might roll down the hill again today, but I doubt it because the weather's getting so warm. They don't like to promote unsafe conditions where people get on ice, you know? Yeah. This is probably the last day. All right, we're going to get down there and see what we get. Here's what we'll be working with today. We'll be working with this little woolly green bug and a little piece of beaver tail. All right. All right, we'll get down that hole. And let's see if we get a bite. All right, we're here at Rochester, Minnesota at Foster Arends Park in Rochester, Minnesota, and we're fishing for rainbow trout on the ice. They still got 11 inches of ice underneath my feet. So it is safe to get on and off, but you got to get on by the dock. The rest of the pond looks a little kind of sloppy. After tomorrow, it's supposed to rain all day. This is going to be really withered away and dangerous. So this is perhaps the last day on the ice. We already got 4 on the ice over here. We got here about 10 minutes before I did, and there you go. She's got another one over there. That's a nice looking one too. Alright, what we got? About 10 inches of ice. Okay, we're trying another hole closer to the shoreline. We measured it, we got 10 inches of ice. You can see all the previous holes, but the shoreline is starting to decimate. This is probably the last day on the ice for me. Anything after today is going to be a little risky and dangerous. So, how's everybody doing this morning? Hope you're doing good. Please sub, like, comment. I'm like 6,097 on the sub. I want to break 6,100 today at least. So please think about subbing, subscribing, and we'll go ice fishing, go open water fishing. We'll do pike, we'll do crappie, we'll do carp, we'll do everything. There's another one. There you go. Hey, pulling up some nice ones too. Pulling up some nice ones. There we go. Now we're finally seeing them down there. They're swirling around down my hole now. Yes, sir. Get it, get it. We're finally seeing them swirl around down there, and they're bumping me left and right. There's about 6 or 7 down there. And we're going to get one real soon. They're swirling around like honeybees. They're just nosing it though. Come on, take the darn thing. Yes, sir. They're all packed up in here this morning. Come on, they're not aggressively taking it. They're just coming up and lipping it and then not taking it fully in their mouth like they've been caught before. Good day, everybody. We're in Rochester, Minnesota here, and we're ice fishing for rainbow trout. Probably the last day on the ice. It's going to rain all day tomorrow, and it'll be super sketchy after it rains. It'll melt some of the ice a couple inches. You know, you might be able to get on the ice tomorrow or the next day, but we're going up into the 40s and 50s. So you got to ask yourself one question. Is a fish really worth it? Okay, they seem to swim in and swim out. Here's one coming in, checking my lure out. Just came in, checked it out, and swam away. I guess it's not to his liking. But I'm going to keep on jigging that lure till one gets aggressive and bites it. How's everybody doing today? Hope you all doing well. We're in Rochester, Minnesota here, and we're ice fishing for rainbow trout. I see them swimming all around down there, but they just don't seem to be taking the bait. No, every time they don't bite exactly ferociously. Every time you drop it down, you're not going to get a fish. That's not the way it works. You don't know anything about fishing. There's that many down there, but they're not all biting. You don't know anything about trout fishing, apparently. All right, let's try another hole. They're swimming around all over down here. We're going to find one hole at the down. Here's the next hole we're going to try. And there's another one on the ice right there. There you go. They got probably about 5 or 6 in the past hour, not even hour, half hour. I think they're using a spoon though. You're using a Castmaster. I've got a fly on. I left my Castmaster up in the car. But we'll find one today. Just got to be patient and keep jigging. We'll find one. Yeah, just because you see 6 or 7 down there, trout, doesn't mean they're always hungry. They're not American trout. They're not eating all the time like we do. Sometimes they just come in and bump it with their nose. They don't bite it. Any trout fisherman will tell you that. You go down there, throw a lure in front of their face. See them sitting right there in front of you in a clear crystal spring creeker, and that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to take it. You got to find the right color sometimes, the right lure. But this place is stocked with 600 to 1,000 trout every 2 weeks, so there's a lot of trout in here. There's no season here. It's year-round trout fishing. Compliments of the Lanesboro hatchery. I think my last hole was better. I see more fish down my last hole. We'll go back to the other hole. Yes, sir. It's going to be a good day today. Barometric pressure's normal. It's down a little deep, like 5 feet, but they're not down that deep. You can see them swimming around down there. Once you attract them by jigging your lure, they come in to check it out. Then they nose bump it. They don't even bite it. And then maybe 1 out of 5 will come in and take it. And that's the way the bite's been for the past week. There we go. There's one that came in and just lipped it. Another one. Oh, he had it in his mouth, but that was it. He didn't take it. Yeah, there's like 6 or 7 down there right now, competing for it. That's the way you're going to get one of them to actually bite it, is when they compete for it. There's competition. The bite isn't ferocious today, it's just subtle. Yep, they swim in and swim out. Well, I may have to do some more. Oh, there's one that just swam by. Maybe do some more holes and find them. But they're still swimming around down there. Not as frequent, but they are. Yesterday it wasn't this hot, but yesterday it dropped off after about a half hour being on the ice early in the morning. It just completely, the bite stopped. And that's the way trout operate. They get turned on for 45 minutes and then boom, the bite's off. You can't find them. Yeah, I think a couple holes near the dock. They're going to be hiding near that dock. We're going to punch a couple holes by this dock over here and see if we find them. That's where they're going to be, right by that dock. Okay, we got our manual auger today, our nils. Okay, first let's see if this is open. We'll try this hole right here. There we go. There's one by the dock. And then we'll do one over here by the dock. Let's do a couple holes by the dock here and we'll see if we find them. Got to get this cap off first. Okay, there we go. Without getting cut. There we go. All right, let's get a couple holes punched by this dock here. And my theory is there's going to be a couple hiding underneath the dock. All right, hang in there while I drill a hole manually. Losing all my stuff here. My glasses and then my phone starting to shift. There we go. Finally, got to be a good 8-9 inches there probably. Let's clean it out and find out. We'll measure it with my measuring stick. All right, let's get down there. I bet you there's one underneath the dock here. They like to hide where cover is. So I think there's quite a few of them hiding underneath this dock. Well, maybe there ain't some by the dock. I don't feel no bumps yet. Yeah, I never did measure it. Let's see how much ice we got down there. Oh, that's like 13 inches of ice. according to my ruler here. Yeah, they're down there. I see them. They're down there. I see them moving in. I think we're in the right place. Gonna be exceptionally warm the next 4 or 5 days. This ice isn't gonna last that long. Maybe a couple days. Yeah, but so far I've only seen one down here this hole. An old hole, at least I've seen 5 or 6. All right, this wasn't a good endeavor. Let's go back to my old holes. There we go. There's one for us. Hello everybody, please like, subscribe, comment. I'm reading the comments. Waiting for that trout to take my lure. Hello Mohammed. Hello Phil. Everybody else is catching, I'm not yet. But I'll tell you what, the bite subsided. So he swam in here and bit like crazy and then left. But all of them didn't bite. 1 out of 5 did. The rest of them just bumped it. Looked at the lure and bumped it. That's the ones I got. You can see them down the hole just bumping and lipping your lure, and that's it, and swimming away. There's no ferocious bite today. I catch and release, so When I catch, I put them back in the water within 30 seconds. Otherwise, there's like 6 on the ice over here. They got about 6. And that was within the first half hour. Yeah, we could do some more holes, I guess. Or open up old holes. This is probably the last day for me ice fishing. It's going to rain all day tomorrow. It's going to wash away a lot of this ice. Going to get a little dangerous out here. A fish isn't worth it. All right, let's try another hole. Good thing you guys kept those 6 you got. The bite might have just, you know, they turn on and then turn off just like that.
I know, I think they're moving.
Yeah, they're moving around a lot. They've been doing that all winter. And just like that, the bite turns off, it looks like. It was pretty much ferocious for the first 45 minutes. And then boom, trout, fickle trout turned right off. They might have swam back out to the 20, 30 foot deep range. We come in for the 9 to 10 o'clock bite. Yeah, you don't see any down the hole. They swam in and swam out, just like that. But that's what it looks like here. We got a couple flopping around in the ice over there. As it gets later in the day, now the people are finally coming down. Bad timing. They're not biting now. Oh, let's go down deeper and see if we find one. Yeah, we're trout fishing here in Rochester, Minnesota. Yep, we're catching rainbow trout, stocked from the hatchery in Lanesboro. They put 600 to 1,000 in here every 2 weeks, year round. They put them in, we take them out. Well, that's a nice one she's got over there. That is a beauty. Okay, I think thought I felt a bump down there. We'll see if we pull one up. All right. Time to venture out a little. That hole ain't producing. We got to go find a new spot. But I got my measuring stick to measure whatever hole I go down to make sure I'm on safe ice. That is the importance, that I'm on safe ice. There we go. We found another hole. We'll try that one, and then we'll try this one over here. Now we're gonna have to open that one up a little. I ain't going out any further than that. It looks a little sloppy, anything else. All right. I'll get a trusty scooper. Let's scoop out the ice chunks. And then with our measuring stick, we're going to measure it and see how thick the ice is. Okay, we got 8 inches of ice there. According to my thumb, placing it right against the ice, when I put the stick all the way down, it's 8 inches. Let's try this hole right here. See what we get out here. As you can see over there, it's getting pretty sloppy over there. I wouldn't want to venture over there. And as you get further out, it gets darker, the ice, which I think is getting thinner. It was 11 inches over where I was by the dock. It's 8 as you go out. So that's not a good sign. Yes, sir. We're going to just go no further out than here and just work the holes. Fishing for rainbow trout here in Rochester, Minnesota. Year-round trout fishing pond. They stock it with 600 to 1,000 every 2 weeks. They put them in, we take them out. All you need is a $10 trout stamp with your fishing license, and boom, you're there. And you need to live near Rochester, Minnesota. The Twin Cities, a lot of people come down from the Twin Cities and fish this pond. Because it isn't trout season right now. So you have to go to some place like this if you want to catch and possess. How's everybody doing today? Please like, subscribe. I'm trying to break 6,100 subs. I'm at like 697. So I need like at least 3 subs today. Please be one of them. We're at Foster Irving Park in Rochester, Minnesota. This pond is about the length of, I'd say, about 4 football fields put together. It's not vast, but so Lanesboro Hatchery every 2 weeks comes here and throws in 600 to 1,000 rainbow trout, compliments of the hatchery, to promote young children for fishing. They stock usually around when they're on spring break or the holidays. So it's a great place in the neighborhood that a lot of people don't even really know about. To come trout fishing. Yeah, they swam out. That was it, man. We might have a couple stragglers, but yeah, it seems like the bite's early in the morning. Come on down here after 10 and forget it, man. They're gone. It bites between 9 and 10. Okay, I got another hole in back of me. I'll try. And that's what it looks like, a rainbow trout on the ice. I think the barometric pressure was supposed to drop. It was normal, right? And it's supposed to drop within 3-4 hours. So they're getting affected by that, and they're going down deeper because you don't see them as often swimming around in the high water column. Nope. No matter how much you jig, nowhere to be found. But it's a beautiful day out here, and I'm just going to enjoy being out in the ice for the last day I'll be out here. Tell you the truth, if I get one within the next hour, it'll be a plus, but it's kind of nice to be out in the ice. This is going to be my last day out in the ice. It's going to rain all day tomorrow and melt a lot of this ice away. Yep, the rain's going to wash all this away, at least a couple inches. And then it's going to go up to 50 degrees the next couple days. Shave off another 1.5 inches or 2 inches. So you're shaving off 4. I got 7 over here. You're going to have 3 inches. It's going to be dangerous to be out here next couple days. People will come out though, you'll see. Some people take a dive in there and have to be rescued. This is like the cutoff day, I would think. And it's just nice being out in the ice. I won't see this till next year. But I will be taking you guys open water fishing for trout down here, which is going to be fun. And we'll do it right off the dock over there. Right off the dock. Yep, they went down. Oh, there's one up. One just passed me. A couple just passed me. Here we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. Come on and get it, boys. You see them down there? Come on and get it, boys. Yep, there's about 3 or 4 of them down there underneath the ice, and they're going after my lure, but they're just bumping it. They're not really ferociously trying to take it. They come in and nip it, and then that's it. They don't try to swim away with it. There's about 3 or 4 of them down there. I'm just going to more aggressively jig that lure and see if one of them's take. You see, yeah, come on, hit me. I think the more aggressively I jig it, the more aggressive they get. And another one nipped it in his mouth, but just didn't take it. Come on. Oh, and then back in the water he went. That was my one there. And I lost that one. I slackened up the line just a wee bit, and that hook came out of his mouth. You got to keep that line real taut when you pull them out of the water, otherwise they get right out, off the hook. All right. And this one flopped around on the ice right there. Some rainbow action. Yeah, they sort of swim in and then swim out. You see those cracks in the ice there? That's from the ice expanding. That's from the ice expanding. Yeah, I didn't bring too many lures down with me today, otherwise I'd be switching it up. I guess we could try my other fishing rod, the other lure, and see if they go after that. Let's try the other rod I got going here. This is what I've been using right now. Just a woolly green bug with a little piece of beaver tail on the end. Little piece of beaver tail. Let's try something else. Let's try my other. I only got 2 rigged up today. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, we'll try this one here. Another green little bug, but a little thinner. Looks a little lighter. Maybe they'll take it. Maybe they'll take it, maybe they won't. Who knows? We'll see. We got an overcast day down here in Rochester, Minnesota. We're out here ice fishing for rainbow trout, stocked rainbow trout. Yeah, I'm getting a little nibble. Getting a little nibble down there. Howdy everybody, how's everybody doing today? We're trout fishing in Rochester, Minnesota. Hello Outdoors Adventures. I got power bait in the car. I got a piece of beaver tail on the end. I don't need no power bait. Beaver tail will work for me. It's just the bite isn't ferocious today outdoors. Rainbow action. Yes, sir, Jay. Thank you. Yeah, that ice is going to disappear fast. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. It's going to decimate this ice. That's definitely a fact. Well, I got a lot of comments here. Got to try to keep up with them. The deepest part of the pond here. Magoo. Welcome back, Mr. Magoo. The deepest part of the pond here is 34 feet. The bite isn't ferocious today. Like, you'll see 5 or 6 come up and just bump your lure and just nip it with the front incisors of the mouth. And then they'll swim away. And that's what I've been experiencing. But some people got about 6 the first half hour. The bites seem to be ferocious in the morning. So it's all about timing. You come down here at the right time in the right place and you're going to catch. But then just like that, 45 minutes later, the trout turn off or swim out, one or the other. They swim to that 20, 30-foot hole out there. The bite was early in the morning. These guys came down here about an hour ago. They got their 6 within a half hour. I've seen 10, 15 fish. I haven't pulled up one. The bite's not ferocious today. Yeah. They swim in and they swim out. Oh, I'd love to go up Lake Superior Coho salmon fishing. Yes, sir. Anytime when I'm up in that neighborhood, I bring a cooler and buy about 25 pounds of whitefish. I don't know. I don't come down here in the evening, so I don't know what the evening bite's like. I imagine it's good. The morning bite's good, and then it drops off. I don't get out the door at about 9 o'clock in the morning, so... There we go. There's another happy customer over there. We got another one on the ice over there. Good job. Another one on the ice right there. There's the rainbow action. Get some. Okay, I think I had better luck with the last lure I had on here. Yeah, just not swimming in right now. That's what it is. They swim in and they swim out, and that's it. But there's thousands of fish in this pond here. Thousands and thousands, mate. Where's everybody from today? Do I got any people from worldwide in here? Where are you from in the United States? We're in Rochester, Minnesota. And we're going to go back to our old rod because visibility. I think the other rod, the lure is more visible than this one. All right. That's what I think. So we'll go back with this one. This little green woolly bug. Yep, I think you could see that from further distance. It's more fluorescent. Hope everybody's doing well. Please like, subscribe. I'm trying to break 6,100. I need 3 subscribers to break 6,100. But I've had a lot of comments today. Thank you, everybody, for your comments. That means a lot to me. Hello, Jay. Thank you for the positive comment. Awesome. Yeah, we'll just jig up and down this hole till one swims in. They will swim in and swim out. But the pressure's supposed to drop, so eventually they're just going to turn off. Okay, let's see if we find a closer hole. There's a nice looking fish, huh? There's some rainbow action. That's a nice one. That's like a 12, 13 inch one there. Maybe 14. Yes, sir. Beautiful one, huh? Beautiful catch there. All right, let's open this hole here. And we'll see what we got down here. Let me clean that bugger out. Okay, that's about 5 inches of ice there. Let's get down there, see if we find anything down there. It's going to be exceptionally warm for the next 3-4 days. Go up to 50 degrees. This ice is going to start shaving off, melting. And it's going to rain all day tomorrow. Probably take a couple inches off. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend coming down here this weekend. If you're up by the Twin Cities and thinking of it. Save your gas, man. It's going to be really shady ice. Save your gas. Looks like they're done traveling around for the day. I'm still going to put in an hour. We'll give it a good shot today. Who knows, I may still pull up one or two. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a 10 trout day though. We'll try to find them again. Maybe a small school of 5 or 6 will swim in again. It's going down. We got about a 7 to 11 inches of ice. Oh, we got another one. There's one over there. All right. Good deal.
You got it right up in his
So, yes, so I can read the comments when people comment.
You just switched around so they didn't watch you jig and turned around and get a face shot.
I don't need a face shot. They don't want, I know I'm a little more observant. They don't need to look at my ugly puss for 2 hours. Yeah.
Keep an eye on the hole.
It's sort of like, boy, I came down here. These guys over here, these two guys, a guy and a girl there, they got 6 within 10 minutes.
Oh, it's over here, huh? I've seen you.
And then they swim back out. I'm only over this side because that side's too deteriorated.
Is it going bad?
You can't get on.
Oh, shit.
And then it's going to rain all day tomorrow. This is the last day. That'll shave off 2 inches at rain.
I went out yesterday locking down 5.
Oh, really?
I was thinking it was going to be open and to be stacking next to that wall on the pier.
Yeah. Still ice?
Inches of ice on the bay. Now you could walk across the bay and that beach right there.
Yeah.
You can fish.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to love that place.
I do in the spring when the candy comes in. They still come up there to spawn right there along there.
Good place to get sturgeon in the spring.
I'm a perch guy.
Yeah, I'm a perch too.
I know you are. That's why I said that candy.
The fish candy, yeah. They got those barges on there right now. Flatheads love to hang out, big flatheads right underneath those barges.
They don't have the barges on there.
They took them down?
They've been down all that. Well,
I thought they were going to work on that for 5 years, guys told me.
Well, they took down for winter, I guess.
Yeah, maybe they took it down for winter, you're right. 5 years, the Army engineers that I spoke with down there said next 5 years going to be down here.
They've been down there for 5 years, it seems.
No, I think it was only been 2.
It seems like 5, I said.
Yeah.
It seems like,
Yeah, well,
I like that spot.
in today's environment, a day seems like a month.
Yeah.
All the shit that's going on. But everybody's, I mean, always people here, you're going to see, I mean, it went from them pulling up 6 in 10 minutes. I seen 15 down there.
Oh,
But they just,
you're seeing them?
yeah.
Okay.
But they just come in and they bump it with their nose or just snip it with their front teeth and swim away. They're not ferociously taking it. And she's using a cast master. That's how she's getting them all.
I should have brought my. I just.
Figured it was ice. What do you keep on wearing that communist Russian emblem on your hat? You want to be communist?
That country doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah, they keep on saying.
Someone brought that up to me, jumped my ass. I said, "You're tripping on a country that don't exist."
It exists still.
No, it don't.
Putin is the most richest guy in the world.
On paper.
On black market.
No.
Not on paper.
Don't exist on paper.
Okay, well, then the United States doesn't exist.
Oh my God! Let's not get political. You're live.
Jeez, I mean, Russia's still.
This is a fishing thing, not a political.
You know what gets me in the current news is now we need Ukraine to supply us with the drones that they make.
We're the bad guys, man.
We are.
I know. I agree. I totally agree.
Hey, dropping bombs on schools, 160 schoolgirls. That's fucked up, man.
They shouldn't have done it anyway, regardless.
They're doing it for Israel.
Yeah.
Israel wanted to do it, and that was it.
I got it.
I know. Don't let me get you in because I've been in that rabbit hole too long, man.
Because see, I'll say something, and I'll
No,
have
that's
someone
okay.
go and knock on my door.
Oh.
You know, nothing against Jewish people.
No.
I'll start it that way.
Right,
nothing
right,
against
right.
the Jewish people. The Jewish.
I am live here. Okay.
That's why.
Yeah.
No, that's my opinion.
Okay. Yeah. Now it's all about the people you got in office, and that's why you can't pick uneducated and unqualified people to run offices. Okay.
Unqualified, exactly.
I mean, like that Pete Hedgeworth, Department of War.
Hegseth?
He's from upstate Minnesota.
Hegseth, yeah.
Yeah, from where my wife used to live.
He was a lieutenant in the Army in the Minnesota National Guard, a lieutenant.
Okay, which is nothing, right?
No.
Yeah.
Just be a college person, you're a lieutenant.
Okay. Yeah, I think Barron ought to go first if anybody's going to be deployed, boots on the ground.
That's what I'm talking about. But something medically, he's medically, something about his vagina being infected.
Keep it clean, buddy.
That's why
This is 18 and over, though.
I used a medically.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Valid word.
Yeah, that's right.
The pussy needs to be thrown in boots and shoved out the door.
Yeah. Man, where'd these trout go? That was it. But this is my last day on ice, so I'm gonna do.
What were you doing next weekend? Well, not when I say next weekend, I mean Monday through Thursday. That's my weekend.
Oh, okay. That's my weekend too.
Well, okay. What are you
Because
doing next
my
weekend?
actual weekend I spend usually with my wife.
No, that's your wife's weekend.
Well, yeah, that's my. Still, I like to show up and say, "Hey, I'm here. Wherever you want to go, wherever you want to drive, I drive her around like a chauffeur."
Well, I go fishing now and then during the day, but I'm dead set. I don't care. Laura gets home 4:30, quarter till 5.
That's when my wife
I'm
gets
home
off.
before she is.
Yeah.
That's my only request.
Yeah, that's when my wife gets off actually, but she's working at home. So.
Let's go out to Max next weekend.
Is it open?
Yeah, it's been open for all winter.
I mean, I'm gonna have to pull out my long rods.
Just one.
Okay.
You're only allowed to use one.
Yeah.
And catfish, crappie, panfish is the only thing in season.
Okay.
So
when you say next week, you mean next week, not next weekend.
Monday through Thursday.
You still carrying that piece around with you?
What piece?
Okay, that you used to carry around. I backed off from fishing with you because I didn't want to take any freaking stray bullets. I hate to tell you the truth, my friend. I don't want to be freaking friendly fire, You're wearing, it's all adding up. You're wearing a Russian emblem. You're carrying around a piece. I mean, hey,
Medicated.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're medicated. I mean, I just, I'm kind of leery and things like that. All right, just checking, man. Usually the last person I started thinking when I bought my shotgun. I said, Bruce, the last person, talking to myself, of course.
Yeah, the guy. You've seen his name in the underwear. Recognize his voice.
I said to myself, you know what? The last person who knows you're mentally going incapacitated is usually the person that owns the gun. And that's the problem we have today is the people that own guns are, they're mentally incapacitated and want to make a statement in the school or whatever it may be, That one guy in Las Vegas.
I wouldn't call him well.
Some of them are. Yeah, some of them are.
To shoot someone.
Like Sandy Hook, to shoot all those kids, you got to be mentally incapacitated.
To shoot anyone, kill anyone, you
right?
have to be something wrong.
Well, you got to be in the right frame of mind, either.
But.
Or should I say, not the right frame of mind?
There's
indoctrinated. You got to be. That's the word. Indoctrinated.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's the military. They indoctrinate people because that's what they're trained for.
Well, that's when it's the prime age going in, 18 to 23.
Nope, nothing.
You are highly influential.
Right. I agree. Young, dumb, and full come, they say.
What would Hitler say? Give me your children and I'll give you Russia.
Wow.
He raised them from.
Yeah.
Or give me your children, I'll give you Germany.
He indoctrinated them. He had it was called Lebensworth or Lebenstorm, where women dedicated their bodies to have a child for Hitler.
Yeah, you had to get in, you had to show lineage, and they were to
Yep.
officers.
And
I watched something on that here.
They even brought the kids up from infants.
That's how
This chest thing's got a magnet right here, and that's it.
Yeah.
So at this, I hit this the wrong way, or let's say I'm casting like this and hit it the wrong way. I need the
You need to get a lock because I could see you doing this in a hole, and you
kaplunk.
watch it hit, and it'd be like, okay, viewers alive, look.
Or I try to kick it and I kick it the wrong way and it goes in. Hole in one, you know?
Hey,
That's $1,200, man.
yeah, easy.
Well, yeah, I guess I'd be open
It
for
is
Max.
too nice of a day.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's t-shirt weather.
I went out to Max one day this week. I can't remember.
Can you still drive out to the
Wednesday.
point, or you got to walk?
You can drive out.
Okay.
It's real low. But while I was there, day before yesterday it was, while I was there, I watched it come up 3.5, 4 feet because where I had my pole was dry.
Right.
I went up for trout.
I know where those walleye hills are out there. My favorite to go out there, but I used to sneak in on a Sunday or a Monday and leave by noon.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go in there like 7 in the morning, and then I got a 24-inch walleye just by throwing a Texas rig with a bullet weight on, a leader, and a number 2 odd hook, and an 8 to 10-inch purple worm with his twizzle tail on the end. And that you could get northern, you could get musky, you get walleye, you get bass, you get everything.
Except my leader was probably about that long, and right next to my hook, about that far from the hook, I had a little yellow float.
Uh-huh.
So it wouldn't sit on the bottom.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, walleye love that usually.
Oh yeah, I was nailing them.
You getting any good size out there?
All keepers, all leaders.
Okay.
I tagged out one day.
Meaning what, 6 inches? I'm kidding with you. When I first moved to town, there we go, some more action. Not the biggest one, but it's still action. Still action. It's more than I'm getting.
I'm pepping up.
She's probably the best fisher gal on the ice today.
She's using the right lure.
Yeah, she's using the Castmaster, which I usually have, but
Yep.
my line broke on my 3rd pole, so I'm stuck with 2 flies. But that's another sign. They're getting skinnier and thinner.
Yeah, it was
It's
small.
Yeah, and that's the second one she got that size. The hungry ones are now, at the end of the batch looking around for food.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, he's had that for about 10 minutes on there.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad when I come down here and turn this on for about 2 hours and I don't get nothing. I got to sit there and just keep on talking and try to amuse them. And I got to, here's when you get this old, here's the way I got to read my comments.
Yeah, hey, there's no shame. A little backlighting.
Yeah, I haven't been up in Duluth in quite a while. When I do, I get, a big cooler stacked full of whitefish.
But yeah, Max, since crappie is in season
They are?
continuously, yeah, they like minnows. So I put out crappie set up, but a long drop.
Yeah, I think my beaver tail's going to be good for the crappie too. My purple beaver tail. Have I showed you this beaver tail shit? I believe I did.
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. But
It's-
I never really got
But you can't pull it off the hook like a
there's
maggot
like
or
a
a mealworm.
right. It's like
It's
the
buoyant too.
it's
Beaver tails.
plastic. Oh, it
Yeah,
you jig it up.
yeah.
and
It's
then
always
it just-
going up. That's why it's.
Okay,
And I could hang these hemostats on that, and it still won't come off the hook.
nice.
So you get about maybe 8 to 10 trout off one of these.
Okay.
And for $3 a pack, I buy them in Wisconsin. The guy makes them and makes it from chunks, actual beaver tail, and dyes it, puts them in fish oil. And you get about 10 of them for $3.60 instead of a wax worm where you go to Walmart, they die the next day,
Yeah.
And they get stolen by fish.
Them are scented too.
Yes,
aren't they?
yes.
Okay, so
There we go. There she goes again. She's on fire, man. There she goes again. Yes, sir. She's on fire. Get some rainbow action. He's putting on the show today. She's putting on the show, and they're getting bigger and bigger now.
yeah, he's bigger.
Yes, sir. She's putting on the show today. But that's why I'm going to try this beaver tail with you know, I bet you perch or, I mean, crappie. I don't think walleye, but
Well,
it would
maybe.
be good.
Maybe.
I got hunks from Idaho of beaver tail that I was going to put on for northern, but I wanted to catch a northern this year, just jigging, and I put hunks, and they're white when you buy the beaver tail, and some people even sell them so you can feed them to your dog. All right, I don't know
Okay,
why,
yeah.
but they're not digestible for human consumption. But
You could eat beaver tail.
oh, I don't know. It doesn't. Maybe it's the chemicals they use to preserve these
Maybe.
that they say you can't consume it, because you have to keep it refrigerated. And I got a little tin from a trapping place out in Idaho, chunks. I mean, big chunks. And I'm either going to cut up real thin and make longer worms out of them, but they're all white and they're going to be buoyant, so they're going to just float around in that water column. And yeah, I was going to do it with northern, and I didn't find no northern this year. I just didn't spend enough time down there.
They've been crazy hard to get.
I mean, after about a week and a half of trying, and not getting one, you know what? I'm better off coming here. At least I'm catching
I've
something.
not caught anything all winter, really. Nothing at all.
I'd rather catch something than nothing, you know? And then I tried Cascade Lake for perch, because people are saying they got huge perch down Cascade Lake.
Where?
Yeah, it's too vast. Where?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Here you might have a chance.
I could take 2 weeks here, and I'm better off finding a perch here, which rare it is. And Cascade Lake, I went out there for 2 hours, and I got 1 8-inch perch.
Bait.
7, 8-inch perch. Like, I could have went to Silver Creek and just fished exclusively for perch and got that one, you know? So, I mean, you really got to know the spot, in my mind, I think, to...
That's with anywhere, though, Bruce.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you got to know where to go.
And I think the fish migrate to different places seasonally.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're catching crappie in one spot at max, that don't mean the crappie are going to be there. Crappie are going to be down lower during the winter.
Depends on the pressure. And
Right. But I mean, usually it's the water. Like the crappie here go to the 30-foot hole. You'll catch them at 20 feet here. You're over there by that big tree.
Last summer I caught a lot of walleye. Nothing spectacular, but caught a lot of walleye. I spent a lot of time on the river. I found if I put in there in Winona, that campground,
Yep.
Pioneer or something.
Got a little waterfall.
Yeah. Put in down there and go down the slough and come out the river. Right over here's where they tie the barges up.
Okay.
I fish in there for walleye. There's a 40-foot hole and a couple other structures.
See, you've gone down there so many times. You know.
I've looked
Right,
for this thing.
right.
I fished a lot.
There you go.
And I found this.
It takes the knowledge of that to when you go to some strange place, you know.
Yeah.
The guy's had kids on this thing here when I'm on YouTube. Why don't you go to Cascade? And I said, if you show me where the holes are in Cascade, I'll go there. It's like some kid just saying randomly, you know, go there and then show me
It's
where the
close
fish
to
are.
where I live.
Yeah, it's close to where I live. I can walk there and not ask anybody to drive me. That's what I'm gathering from that. I had another one yesterday ask me, "Can you have an extra fishing pole? I can't afford a fishing pole." Yeah, I'm not make. I made $1.32 so far off
you
YouTube.
don't.
I'm not ready to buy poles. Okay.
No. No. I'm not your babysitter.
Here comes Hole. Hey, this is going to be definitely the last day. I was even questioning. I wasn't going to come today.
Well, there on that bay at Locking Down, it's a good 12. Good
Okay.
solid 12 yesterday.
I imagine Silver Lake's probably 15 still. Because
Yeah.
it's been a really cold year.
Yeah.
And the outskirts
that's
of the
usually
city.
The first and
Yep.
the last.
Yep. But do I want to spend time down there? I don't know. Maybe if this gets so crappy that I can't come down here.
I think it'd be all right, but we're supposed to drop again here next week.
But not as drastically. Like
Yeah.
going into the 20s. That's it.
All it's got to do is just go in the upper 20s and it's freezing.
For 24 hours, it's 1 inch of
until it
ice.
gets warm again.
Yeah.
So
24 inch. It's got to do it for 24 hours, and then you got 1 inch of ice. If it only does it half the day, you're not getting an inch. You're getting like 6 inches while you're depleting 2 inches. So I mean, it's going to be real.
getting it on top.
You got to say to yourself, you know, is a fish really worth it to come out? I mean, without any safety gear.
Yeah, I'm not-
Okay. Or do you want the firemen come running down the hill and save you? Help me, help me. I'm just wading in this water. You don't have to save me right away.
That shit, it's warmer in here than out there.
Right around there, right there. She's catching them all right there. She's catching them all. She's putting on the show. Put it down there, right there. I got 0. Don't come near me. I'm bad luck. You got to stay next to her. She's the lucky one. I seen 15. They just don't want to kiss my hook. That's all they're doing is kissing the hook. Is kissing it. Yep. Now everybody's rolling down here.
Tomorrow.
What's that?
It's supposed to rain tomorrow.
I mean, for hours.
Yeah, this
Yeah, because you're gonna have a run. Here's the thing. It's the runoff from the hill. The rain hits that, runs off, and ebbs the ice from underneath, and brings the temperature.
Plus, you got the rain
external. Yeah,
down.
right.
Yeah.
I've seen it too many years, and all the rainwater's going to go through the open holes and ebb the ice out around this hole, and spreads. And then forget it. It's too shady to come down here. It ain't worth it. I went in twice last year. One was voluntarily. The other one wasn't. And I'm going to tell you, it was early ice and late ice. That's the 2 danger points, basically. That's when it gets dangerous. And I only catch and release. What's the sense of me coming down here for? It ain't like I'm starving and I need a fish to eat, you know. I'm going to munch it, bite on his head while I'm driving home, you know.
Smeagol it. Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I'm not that hard up for fish. I love eating that steelhead from Cub for $5.99 a pound. Frozen steelhead, cut it in about 6 chunks, and it's already cleaned. I mean, I got one of those expensive $100 fillet knives that I bought like 5 years ago. You know how many fish I used it for? 0. You know how many hams I used it for? 1. It's a ham slicer.
Yeah, they're nice.
They're nice. What are they? Crocodile or something? The red ones? You know, they're all red.
Bubba.
Bubba. Yeah, they're Bubba. That's what its name is.
Them are expensive.
That's $100. You want one? I'll give you half price.
I want an electric one.
That's what I got.
Get out of
And
here.
I got all the different blades.
No.
Yes, sir. I got that expensive one.
How much?
Give me $50. It's yours, man. I've only used it once on a ham. That's it. You fillet a lot of fish.
I would if I had an electric one. I'd
Yeah,
play more.
that's what it is.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. It just sits in my garage, just like my tent, just like my fish finder, and just like my heater.
I didn't use my one-man once this year.
I mean, when it's windy, like 15-mile-per-hour winds, and it's 10 degrees, it brings it down to 5 degrees. That's the best time.
Josh used the hell out of it.
That's the best time.
He had in his car all season.
I just, with my lower bad back, I just hate dragging all that stuff around, you know?
I do too.
I just hate dragging it all around.
But yeah, you go down with one pole, your heater. It's not too bad.
Like today,
Never
I'm just
mind.
traveling. I got that auger there,
Yeah.
my nils. If that goes through the ice, that's my backup beyond my backup. My 3rd level
That's a
backup.
hand.
Yeah. But it's got brand new blades, so it goes right through. That's a finished one called Nils. You replace the whole metal head.
Can
Yeah, go ahead, try it.
I? Oh my God.
Whoop, watch
What are
yourself.
you doing with the hand auger, man?
Trying to make a trip. Open up a big hole for me. That's what I used when I first moved to town 10 years ago.
Yeah, you quit using it because it killed your back and shoulder.
Well, no, actually, I used to be able to connect the drill to it, and the tab fell off. The nib fell off from me dropping it on the ice so many times. Cuts like butter, huh? It's only 6 inches, but it's.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
I mean, instead of relying on lithium batteries and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Quiet.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
You want that? How much you want to pay for that?
No, I don't like it that much, but
What about that there with the ruler on it there? We got to.
It's got
Since
a
I'm not
ruler.
catching any fish, I'm just selling everything. You want to buy this hat?
Everybody's gotta go. Everything.
We got a fire sale going on.
Ice sale. You know, goes with
Yeah,
the season.
yeah.
It's a nice. It's a fall sale.
Yeah, that was my first auger, and it used to have a nib right on the top here, a metal nib, and this is the flaw of the design. Okay, when you put a drill on it, you keep on putting it down time after time, and eventually that nib starts cracking.
Yeah.
And now I got to get that welded on, which I got the nib to get it welded, and then this is called a convertible. It goes both ways. Or should I should I say a bi auger? It goes both ways. You go, take that off, and then you got your drill, and you can drill down. That's what I was using, I think, when I first met you. But the heads, to get them resharpened, they last about one head 3 years, and you need them resharpened. I got 3 heads, or 4. I got 3 or 4. I got them sharpened, and they're like brand new. They're like $80 each. And then if you want them sharpened, they're like $20 each, but you got to pay for the postage and everything. And there's only 2 people in the United States that are authorized to sharpen them. Otherwise,
anyone could sharpen.
Yeah, I guess so. If you know what you're doing.
So you're authorized.
Yeah.
I like that. That is mine. I got a 6-inch or an 8-inch.
I got an 8-inch too on that laser strike.
I used it just a couple times, and I said no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd get through one hole about like that, and I'm wore out.
I got 6 screws in my neck, and I was doing like 10 holes with that. And by the end of the day, all the muscles on my neck will tighten up with the screws, or loosen my screws.
No, I ain't getting another auger unless it's a 10-inch. I want a 10-inch now.
Yeah, I think 8 inches suffice down here, unless you're going down to Mississippi or something,
I
you know.
do a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, they swam out. Even I'm gonna stay here till my battery runs out. I think, personally myself, I think they swim in at a certain time. They come out from that 20, 30-foot hole, 25, drop off someplace.
Feed.
They rise up, matter in the barometric pressure at a time, and then they just swim around the outskirts, and then they end up all the way back by that big tree again, down 25 feet to drop off. Or I mean, it could go from that 25-foot tree all the way to that left corner over there in the northwest, because it's 34 feet, like topographically, like an invisible banana. It goes from that tall tree all the way over to that corner. There we go. She got another one. Come on, man. You're really making me look bad today. Yes, sir. She's got another one. She's got the Castmaster. She's using the Castmaster. Yes, sir. Get some. Rainbow action. I can't seem to find one. She's got like 7 or 8 today.
Yeah, that's a nice one too.
So, I thought they weren't biting anymore. She proved me wrong and gets one.
Just not biting yours.
It's a flash.
Yeah.
I've always been a believer. The Castmaster spoon. A trout will see that flash, and whether they're hungry or not, they attack it. It's instinct. And that's why she's having so much luck with that. I got them, but they're up in my heavy jacket and the arm.
And there's no snow on the ice, so it catches that.
They can see it now.
Yeah, I see
It
that.
isn't as dark down there. There's light traveling through this ice. And of course, I got on the wrong lure. And I'd have all the rest of my lures, but they're up in my car.
And just don't feel like going up there.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to go up there. I'm enjoying me being out in the ice for my last day.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Tighten up. Put on a Castmaster. She's spanking them with a Castmaster. All right. Good deal.
Special. Well, I got honey.
Boy, she could put a rod probably in each arm, go like this, and get one in each arm.
I gotta go get plates for the wife's car. Got her another car.
All right.
Subaru.
Oh. Hey, there you go. Japanese. They make the best cars, I'm telling you.
Oh, and safe.
Safe, yeah.
It's an 06.
So what?
She paid $17,000 for it, or we paid, I should say. But it's only got paid $19,000. But it's only got 17,000 miles
Wow.
on it.
That's why I bought that Nissan.
Mm-hmm.
It was some girl left it in her driveway, and it had 23,000 miles on it. It was a 10-year-old car, but only had 23,000 miles. I paid an extra $1,000 for it than is what's actually worth, the banker told me.
Yeah, that's
Just so I got all those miles and
well, that's like my truck. I told you about it. Bank wouldn't do anything about it, and then they seen the mileage.
how low it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they said, we'll cover it. Yeah.
Yeah. Bank did.
Yep. Yeah, I'd rather have a one-owner, low-mile car any day of the week than somebody that 3 owners, high mileage.
This truck of mine, 2 owners. One owner lived in Wabasha, and the other owner lived in Waseca.
Okay.
So, but it's rusted out bad.
Well,
That
that's
you've seen
and I mean any car or truck in Minnesota, you need a tetanus shot to drive.
Yeah. You can tell these people didn't drive it in the winter.
Or no. Here's the problem: they didn't wash it during the winter and take it to the. If you notice, on a bad snowstorm week, but you see, I go and bring my car, like my wife's new car, to the car wash, and you're waiting like an hour to go through that car wash because there's 10 people waiting to go through that car wash to get all that salt off the
Did that with
paint.
my truck when it
Yeah.
was first done every week.
Right.
Now, it does good to go through once a month. Got to go through at least twice a month to pay for
Yeah.
monthly membership.
Okay. Yeah, that monthly thing's a good ticket though, because you see the way some people's mine's is starting to rust out. I didn't underneath the quarter panels, and I didn't realize it.
Mine's on the wheel well, the back wheel wells with that plastic frame on it. It's rusting out right there. I'm afraid I'll go through a car wash, and it's got to be brushless these days because brush hit it, just
Yeah.
yank it right off.
Right. I stepped up to get in my truck the one day, and the whole, like a good 6-7 inch piece just brittled right off. Like, I didn't know I was falling apart from underneath.
I was getting in Laura's truck, and the step bars.
Yeah.
Stepped on step.
Oh, no.
Oh,
The whole bar came off.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yep, it happens. But I mean, if it's going to happen, I mean, my vehicles, I've had it for 11 years now,
Yeah.
and it's paid off.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it's all gravy for me now.
Well, this car that she got, she's gonna drive it back and forth to work. You know where I live. She works on 3rd Avenue.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
so
that's
she
not
probably
many miles.
drives,
Yeah.
6 miles a day.
Yeah, I almost bought a Subaru.
Yep.
And,
a traveling car.
I went to the Subaru dealer, and I fell in love with one with like coffee colored seats and all the bells and whistles, and was going to get it. And then I said, let me see the Carfax.
The Carfax.
All right, and after 6 hours I spent that day going to all the dealers in Rochester. I said, look, I'm tired. Let me see the Carfax. And guess what? It came back. The whole front end was smashed in. I said, oh, man, you lost me. And see, I'm leaving.
That sweet
Yeah, that one right there. That's Subaru place. And then they didn't, you know what?
Keep the tire under the hood.
They said, oh, well, we didn't anticipate that it was a Carfax, where it was smashed up, and I put one of them together. Well, the battery was missing out. That was the first red flag out of the car when they lifted the hood.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, I'm leaving. See ya. They said, don't go. We got to sell a car today. We have to sell a car today. the big manager boss is coming down here, and we have to sell a car. So they said, we got a Toyota out there. It was just a trade-in. Why don't you drive that? So I go out there and I see it's for $28,000. And I said, I just wanted to spend in the low 20s. There ain't no way I'm spending $28,000 for this car. So they gave me the lowest rate. They did everything and knocked it all the way down to like 22 or something like that. Yeah. So out of 28, you can see they got like a $5,000 cushion to actually, if they had to.
How bad they got.
How bad they want to sell it. Or how gullible the person actually, what they'll go for.
Magic comes out of their commission.
Oh, yeah, definitely so it does. That's the difference between a $500 commission and a $2,000 commission,
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they want to make money off your trade-in, like $1,000 or $2,000.
Yeah.
They want to give you peanuts. Yeah.
You know how much they give me for a trade-in on that?
They'd probably say nothing. I was out in Arizona where they told me we can't give you anything because we got to sell them by like 10 cars a batch. I said, well, why don't I just take it home and throw a matchstick in it and watch it explode. Then I'd get more out of that than
salvage time.
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
200 I think they give for mine.
Yeah, that's peanuts. That's nothing. That's a
Scrap.
tire. That's reselling the tires.
That's scrap.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what they do. They sell them by 10, 25 cars at a time. Lots, yeah. Come on, everybody's waiting for you to catch another fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Min's not even catching any over there. Same with Hole. Yeah, they're not swimming in here as much as they were. Howdy, everybody. Please subscribe. Comment if you will. Let's see what kind of comments I'm getting.
Donations accepted.
Yeah, donations of fish accepted. Eight inches of ice. Yeah, we got about 8 inches of ice. But after tomorrow, it's going to rain, and forget it, man. I'm not coming out here. This is my last day on the ice, people. So please like, subscribe. And then the next time we go fishing, it'll probably be open water someplace. Yeah, I don't even see any swimming around down there. But they swim in, and then that's it. They go back down to that comfortable 25-foot hole wherever the school is, the tornado. There's a lot of them in here, though. It's just, this year hasn't been spectacular. They've been so skittish this year.
That 1 year we had got on them right over in there and called everyone, come on, and everyone was catching them.
Right. That's the good times that I remember. And sometimes you find that tornado and they don't move, or they move, but they're only like 5-10 feet away. You could have 10 people out there. Everybody's pulling them out. Oh, look at this one. This one's bigger. Look at it. Hey, look at this one. And everybody's laughing and hucking it up, you know?
Used to go to the corner of the dock right there.
Yep.
And cast out with the float, bottom bait, chartreuse.
Yeah.
And nail them.
Yeah, I got power bait, everything up in my car. I didn't want to travel down here with all my different stuff.
So I'm gonna mosey back up. I just got out, had to see what it looked like here.
Yeah, this is the last day, I would say. I mean, you're gonna have to be hard up if you want to come out here anytime after this. I mean, it's gonna be shady because out by that big tree, I think this season it was ebbed out by an underground stream that started flowing out there. All the rest of it was 14 to 19 inches. There was only 7 out by that big tree.
With this.
Yeah.
They change.
That's why I carry all this stuff.
Yeah.
I've learned.
The streams change.
Yeah.
There used to be, 3 of them?
There is 3.
Here. And now another one?
Well, it opens up in different places. You know, they got an underground stream that just opens up in different places. But it's all on that side. Because that's where the 34 foot is. 36 foot. Yeah. And they dug down here as a quarry so deep, they hit the underground stream. And it matters where the fissure comes up, you know?
Yep.
So, I mean, I said to myself, I'm getting too old. You know, I don't want to be in there. And I know the simplest thing is to carry these things here for $5. You know how easy, and they may save your life.
Save someone else's.
No, I don't know about that. You'd have to throw it to them.
Hey.
But you put a spike in the ice, you put another arm spike in the ice, and you kick your feet. And then you get up on the ice and you roll away from the hole. Roll away from the hole is the key, because if you stand up, you're going right back in. Because the ice is thin.
Assist in your rescue.
Yeah.
That's what that's called.
Well, let's suppose it's 7 a.m. in the morning. I'm down here by myself. Yeah. I got to rely on myself. I ain't relying on anybody else.
Yeah, you better assist in your rescue.
That's the way I think of it. You know, the worst scenario.
Watched one guy go in at Fisherman's. His buddy went in and left, but while he was walking his buddy out, and he only went in this deep.
Oh, okay.
His buddy did, but he was helping his buddy across, and the guy, he went in, same depth, got his buddy out to the parking lot, turned around, went back across, and then fell in that deep, he's saying, lucky I didn't go in where I went, my leg went in. I was because that's 15 foot there. I would have just went right under the ice and been gone.
I don't think
out there twice. No, fuck that stuff.
Well,
out there.
what you got to watch is the underground current, how rapid the underground current is. Like it's got a current, but it's not that vicious unless you go out into the channel
That's
itself.
where he was on the other side of the channel.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like doing stuff like that myself personally, because then you better have a rope tied to you, and if you're going out there, because when you go under, you're going to need somebody to pull you out while you're traveling down the river.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. He was on the other side of the channel. On the other
People
side.
don't think out the scenarios like that. That's never going to happen to me. That's never going to... well, guess what? It happened to me twice last year.
It's cold, ain't it?
Yeah. No, not early. Every time I go in, it's about 32, 35 degrees like today.
Oh, ain't bad.
So when I get out, I'm a little cold, chilly, but I go to
make the walk up.
Yeah, I make it a walk up, and then I strip down to my long johns and dry out that way.
Them days it's 20 below.
Yeah, then it's a
freeze
different
up
story.
on the way up.
But out here with those underground streams, it could be a day like that, 20 below or negative 20, where you're out there, and it ebbs up from underneath the ice, the underground stream, and you go from 10 inches to 2, not even knowing, because it looks like it's 10, just like the rest of the place. So, yeah.
And that water's cold. Right?
Yeah.
That's what the sign up there is. Extreme cold water causes cramps. Yeah, don't get out of the swim area here.
Well, I think these fish swam out.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive out.
I think I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Oh, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time when there isn't any ice, probably in the open water. So have yourselves a great day, and thank you for watching, people.